Hey friends, welcome to TechnoFan PTY channel, and today I have here the new HTC One REMIX. This is a new Verizon wireless phone. Basically it's a HTC One Mini 2, but they call it a REMIX with Verizon wireless. So this is going to be my full review, guys, and let's go ahead and start right now. So the HTC One REMIX is exclusive with Verizon wireless. There's a version of this phone called HTC One Mini 2, but the one with Verizon wireless is called REMIX. So as far as the specs, we have a 4.5-inch screen size. Resolution is 720, it's 1280 by 720. 326 ppi or pixel density. Corning Gorilla Glass. As far as the memory, the phone comes with 16 GB of internal memory, 1.5 GB of RAM, and it supports a micro SD card up to 128 GB. As far as the cameras, we have a 5 megapixel front-facing camera wide angle. You can do video in 1080p. The rear camera is actually a 30 megapixel rear camera with one single flash, in comparison to the HTC One M8 that has 4 ultra pixel dual camera and 2 dual flash, or a dual flash. The REMIX has only one flash. With the rear camera, you can do video in 1080p at 30 frames per second. You can also do video in 720p at 60 frames per second. As far as the operating system, we have the latest version of Android 4.4.2 KitKat. Quad-core processor, 1.2 GHz, Adreno 305, and the battery on this phone is 2100 milliamp. In comparison to the HTC One M8, the battery is 2600 milliamp. So let's go ahead and take a look at the camera interface. So the camera can be launched from the lock screen by just swiping up the camera icon, or just simply press on the icon on the desktop. This is the interface. It looks pretty much the same than the interface on the HTC One M8, with the exception of a couple of features that are not included on this phone, and also the resolution of the rear camera. It's different than the one on the HTC One M8, but we get the picture shutter right here. To access the video, we click right there, and we can start recording right there. Here's the option for pause the video. You can take pictures as you are recording. You can pause the video and then you can stop the recording. Then also we have the option for selfie, which is going to activate the front-facing camera. One thing on this phone and the HTC One M8 is that they have probably the highest resolution when it comes to a front-facing camera with 5 megapixels. That's gonna be really attractive and good for people that love doing selfies. Of course, you can do recording with the front-facing camera. You can pause the video, continue the recording. You can also take pictures, of course, and you can do a timer. Also, you can do some effects. As you guys can see right there, it offers different effects. And let's see what else we have here for the interface. Right here in the corner, we get access to settings. Pretty much they look the same than the settings that we have on the HTC One M8. Again, like I said, with the difference on some additional features that we see on the HTC One M8 that we don't have here. And then if we click right there, that's going to take you to the main settings. You can manually make some changes and adjust different things. Same for the video. When you are in the video mode, you're going to have some filters, and then also right here access to the main settings, which you can control or customize manually. So that's as far as the interface. I'm going to include some pictures and video at the end of this review, guys. Now, when it comes to the interface of the phone, we have, this is the main screen right here. Here's the access to the app drawer. And we can actually do a couple of changes right here. You can do custom, you can do alphabetical, most recent. And then here on this other side, you can rearrange the apps, hide, manage applications. You can do the grid size by changing the size and deciding how many applications you want to fit at the same time on the screen. So that's as far as the app drawer. If we go here to the left, we get access to these notifications or feed. It's gonna provide all kind of different updates on news, Facebook, Twitter. I mean, anything of your interest. You can customize this by going right here to the left, and then of course you can add different topics or subjects that you like, and you're gonna get notifications or updates here. I mean, some people like it, some people don't like it, but that's there. That's the same that we see on the HTC One I made. If we go to the other side, we get just another screen, and one more time we get access to another screen right here. As far as swiping down from the top, we get access to the notifications and quick settings right here. And then of course going here, you can go into the main settings of the phone. Looks like this can be customized right here, and you can decide which quick settings you're gonna get access to when you swipe down right here. Here's a look at the dialer of the phone, and let's go ahead and do a test call here, calling the customer service. I'm gonna turn up the volume, and here's the access to the speakerphone.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Para español, oprime la estrella.
Now here from the dialer, you can access to the history, of course the phone application, favorites, people. You can do groups, and of course you can do speed dial if you want. The interface also lets you to create some folders, and we have some folder from the Google applications right here. Same thing with the app drawer. You can create some folders just to save space or create different categories. Here's a look at the Google Chrome browser, guys. We're connected to the 4G network from Verizon, and let's see if we can go ahead and open here some article, and let's just zoom in and zoom out. Zoom in and zoom out, it's very responsive. I think the text actually looks really clear. Let's see if we can open one more page here, and let's go to use the voice search, CNN.com. So as you guys can see, it recognizes the voice pretty good, and it opens the pages also pretty good. So that's as far as the Google browser. Now when it comes to high graphic games, guys, the phone actually does a pretty good job. This is the game Mortal Kombat 5, and let's go ahead and take a look. And I'm gonna turn out the volume all the way up so you guys can also hear the quality from the boom sound speakers. What's the weather like in Miami, Florida?
It's 92 degrees and partly cloudy in Miami.
Who is the president of Panama City, Panama?
Ricardo Martinelli Pardini, according to Wikipedia, Ricardo Albert.
Show pictures of the HTC One REMIX.
Pictures of the HTC One REMIX, here you go.
Now, as you guys can see, we have at the bottom back, home, and task manager right here. Clicking on the task manager, you're gonna get access to all the different applications that you have open at the same time. You can get access to the app manager from right there, or you can just close all the applications. You can swipe one by one, or you can click on the X right there to close all the applications. And here's the HTC One REMIX, guys, next to the HTC One M8, in case you're wondering about the size and the look. The HTC One M8 is of course a little bit taller with the 5-inch screen size versus the 4.5, I'm sorry, on the HTC One REMIX. Screen resolution on the HTC One M8 is better, full 1080p display. And the color, I actually have a carbon fiber skin installed right now on the HTC One M8, but this is the gold metal color versus the silver color that we see right here. Another thing is that on top, the whole top of the HTC One M8, it's the IR blaster. The HTC One REMIX doesn't come with the IR blaster, and as I showed you earlier, we have dual cameras on the HTC One M8 with a dual flash, two-tone flash. On the HTC One REMIX, it's only one camera and one single flash. Now, as far as the look of the phone, guys, we have right here on the side, on the right side, a volume rocker. I believe this is access to the micro SD card. On the other side, we have access to the SIM card. On top, we have access to the 3.5mm audio jack, power button. On the bottom of the phone, access to a USB port. We get two speakers right here on top and bottom, front-facing camera, proximity sensors. On the back of the phone, microphone right there, one single flash, and the 13-megapixel rear camera with the HTC logo on the back. Guys, this is a picture taken indoors with the rear camera. This is also taken indoors with the rear camera. And this picture was taken outside with the rear camera in 13-megapixel resolution, as well as this picture taken with the rear camera. Hey friends, this is a full 1080p video recording here with the HTC One REMIX from Verizon Wireless, and we're looking at the HTC One M8 right now. Alright friends, there you have it, HTC One REMIX with Verizon Wireless. Overall conclusions, the phone offers a pretty decent performance. The camera is actually pretty decent with 13-megapixel resolution. The look of the phone is also nice with the aluminum brush finish. To be honest with you, if I was you, between this phone and the HTC One M8, I will go with the HTC One M8. But this is still a very good phone at a more affordable price. So guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Share the video to help others. HTC One REMIX with Verizon Wireless. We'll see you on the next one.